Hello and welcome to our brand new series on creating this new version of the point of sale system. So what we're going to be creating is basically the new version of the point of sale system that I created about 3, 4 years ago, I believe, on my other channel. So anyway, we're going to be taking it from the very beginning, like we used to do previously. So we're going to start with the login screen and then move on to the POS system and then the analysis dashboard and all that. So I'm just going to run you through the screens that we're going to be creating here and the back end of it. So in the beginning, we're going to create the login screen that you see right now in front of your screens. So this is going to be a simple one with username, password, and then a sign-in button to access the POS system. So if you get any errors while logging in, like incorrect username, things required, you'll be getting pop-ups like the one you see here, right? And this is like this snack bar is going to be sort of like the pop-up we use to display information not just on the login screen but basically everywhere else where we need to inform the user about an event. All right, so once you're logged in, you will be presented with this POS system. Of course, that's only if you are not an administrator. If you're an admin, you'll be presented with a different screen. We'll cover that in a few. But right now, what we need to know is if you are just like a regular user, then you'll be presented with a POS screen like this. So you'll be able to add products using the search bar at the top. So when you type in, you're going to be getting this drop down. Now, this is not available in Kivy by default, but Kivy does have a drop down and a text input field. So we're going to be combining those to create this custom widget here. So you'll be able to type in and then it's going to basically just search through the products that you have, and then it's going to display those that match whatever you're typing in here. So you're going to be able to search using the product name or the product code. Then you can click it to add it to your product list here, as well as add it to your cart. So this box right here will enable you to be able to add more quantity to whatever the product is or delete it. So basically when you uh, choose to subtract here until you get to 0, then you'll get a confirmation box like this, which will ask you if you want to delete the product from the cart, right? If you delete it, it's going to update here as well as update the cart and the total. All right, then of course you will be able to check out by clicking this print receipt button. So this is not actually going to be printing any receipts because we are not going to include hardware in this POS system. If you want me to get into that, let me know. I'll see what I can do. But for now, if you click print receipt, that's basically just saying, do you want to complete checkout and basically complete this whole order. So you're going to be getting a pop-up which will ask you to confirm. Once you click yes, complete, then this order is done. You can move on to the next one. All right. So up here, you'll be able to click this, like your username, to get to this menu where you can click your profile, and in your profile you'll be able to do things like change your username and password, but just for you. So only a username and password. You can't access all the other users. Will cover controlled access later, and you'll also be able to log out of the POS system. All right. And then if you log in as an administrator, you'll get a different screen. So you'll get this at the top. You'll have the point of sale system, which is the screen that we just saw a few moments back. And then you also have this manage users screen where you'll be able to add or delete users as you wish. So if you choose this button at the top to add a user, you will get this sliding box here, which will allow you to enter their first name, last name, username, password, and then add them to your users. Then these users will be able to access the point of sale system just like everybody else. Of course, you'll be able to update a user by just clicking on them. So you click a user, you'll get this screen here where you can update a user, and you'll also be able to delete the user. All right. If you noticed at the at the left here, we have other things like other tabs. We also have manage stocks, and if you go to that, you will have the list of stocks that you have on your point of sale system. Again, you'll be able to add a stock, you'll be able to update it, and you'll also be able to delete a product from your products list. Lastly and finally, we'll have our stock insights page, which will basically show you how much you've made this month, how many products you've sold, and the best performing products this month. You'll also be able to do some product comparisons. So in this case, we are comparing Mr. Muscle. This is actually Mr. Muscle bathroom cleaner. I don't know if you have it in your country, but it is what it is. So Mr. Muscle here is being compared from this month versus last month. So this is how it performed last month versus how it's performing this month. So it's just basic stock insights for the app. All right, we can pretty much add more later on. I don't know, it will basically depend on how the series goes, but yeah, for now that's basically it. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead now and set up our project for development. So let's go ahead, and I'm just gonna go to my repos folder, because that's where I keep all my apps, and I'm just going to go to my Kivy apps, and this is going to be a desktop app. So I'll just go to desk. All right, and then I have this script that I use, right, to generate basically a template for all my Kivy apps. I'm just going to make sure that it's in my path. All right, and the script is mkv, and I'm just going to call this, yeah, let's just call it POS, because why not. All right, so it just generated a template for me. So if I cd into POS and ls, you see I have all this. So obviously you don't have this script because I made it, and I don't think I've published it at all. So what we're going to do is I'm going to leave this whole folder, like this whole starter template, on my GitHub. I'll put a link to it in the description, so you can just basically go there, grab it, and follow along. So actually, let's run through this in the next one, but for now, let's make sure everything is all set up. So I'm just going to set up my icons here. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to register. And for this one, we're going to be using the feather icons. All right, so I'm just going to call this feather icons. You can call it whatever you want. It really doesn't matter. So I'm going to join the directory name. So basically, register here. The first one, feather, is the name of the icon to identify it in Kivy's register. Again, you can call it whatever you want. The next argument is the path to the icon file, and the last one is the path to the icon map. All right, so what I'm going to do is let's import these icons. So I'm just gonna go back, and we're going to need these assets. So these are the logos for the dark mode and the light mode, as well as this one. So this image is just this one for the login. So I'm just going to, yeah, I'm just going to cut it. All right, so I'm going to go to my repos. I'm going to go to my Kivy apps desk, and we called it POS. So assets, and I'm going to put these in images. These are logos. Yeah, so logos are going to be there. So now I'm going to get my icons from repo assets. Again, you don't have to worry about this. They will be available on my GitHub. So I'm just going to copy this. We're going to need Roboto, and we're going to need our lobster font. All right. Oh, I'm actually copying these in the wrong thing. All of these are actually supposed to go to fonts. All right, so these are just fonts, not regular icons. And then the next thing I'm going to need, let's see, I'm going to need repos, Kivy apps, proto. I'm going to need my libs. All right, so these are just custom stuff that I have. Again, you'll be able to get them from my GitHub. so you don't have to worry about that. I'm going to remove the stuff that I'm not gonna be using. Alright, I just need the icon fonts for the icons, and then on my widgets, we are going to need this definitely. I'm going to remove, I'm just gonna leave the bar chart for now. Remove the calendar, remove all of these collapse. Feed image, I'm just gonna keep that. Labels, loaders, I'm gonna leave that. Alright, I'll see later, but yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. And text input, shadows, yeah, we're not gonna be using any shadows, so I'm just gonna remove these and leave those as they are. Alright, so we have everything we need here. So now I'm just going to set up those icons again. So assets, fonts, further, and like I said, the first one is the path to the icon file. So it's going to be the directory name of this file, right? And I'm going to join this with that path. I'm going to duplicate this and change this to font D for the font map file, which is this one right here. Alright, so now our fonts are all set up. We are good to go as far as that is concerned. Now I'm going to set up the theme for our app. So I'm going to go to init. So it generated this, right? I'm going to change the colors to match our theme here. So looking at this, the primary color is this blue, right? So I'm just gonna click that, then I'm gonna go back and color primary, that's that. Secondary, it's going to be the green. Yeah, yep, it's going to be this one. Alright, so just gonna copy that, put it there, and then color tertiary is going to be that. Alright, let's put it there. Alternate, do we have any alternate colors here? I do not think so. Maybe the grays. Oh, this one, definitely. What color is this? I think it's locked. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna click that, and then I'm gonna find it here. Let's do this. Alright, this is our alternate color. So what color is this? That's the one. Alright, so alternate, I'm gonna go with that. And then primary BG, I believe it's just white. So FF. Then secondary BG. Secondary BG would be this one. What color is this? EF. EF. And then primary text, isn't it black? Yep, it's black. So 0000000. Secondary text, if the text is not black, what color is it? White. Yeah, most of it is either black or white. I don't think we're going to actually need secondary text, but you know, let's just put it in there. Is this black? Still black. So I'm actually going to go with a new one, so I'm just going to go with A4 like that. Alright, so that's our theme for the light one. Actually, I'm going to change the theme to be light by default. Alright, so that's our light theme right there. So I'm going to go to my toggle here, and yeah, gonna toggle it to that for our light theme. Alright, so for our dark theme, we'll come back to this later. Alright, so I don't want to drag this on, but for now, that's it. So now, with this done, I'm just gonna demonstrate that everything is working as expected. So I'm just gonna activate a simple environment here, and I'm gonna do python main.py, and my size is going to be 1920 by 1080. All right, let's see if everything checks out. So name color property is not defined. All right, let's fix that. I'm actually just going to do from Kivy.properties import color property and list property, like that. Let's run this, see if everything works. All right, so I actually appeared on my second screen. I'm just gonna drag it in. So as you can see, we have our white screen. All right, so everything's all set up as far as setting up goes. So this is where we're going to stop now. In the next one, I'm just gonna try to explain these folders real quick, then we're going to start creating our app. All right, so if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. Otherwise, as always, I'll see you in the next one.